What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another game collection update, Xbox Edition. Recently, I purchased some games, 12 to be exact, and I broke them into three categories: poor, mid, and high tier. And today we're going to be going over the worst of the worst. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in and see what we've got. Alright, first up, it's not a game, but it is game adjacent. Yeah, game adjacent. We've got an original Xbox controller. And it made this poor tier just because, I mean, look at the condition. This button right here, not button, this thumbstick right here, it is a bit worn. I mean, it still works, I guess. Just looks like somebody was making some hard left turns, I guess. But and over here, this one is actually fully intact, but you could tell that it has experienced a lot of play because its black coloring is completely gone, leaving this gray color right there. Other than that, I mean, it's not bad. The buttons aren't really sticky or anything like that. I got this for, I believe, $6.98. Not a bad price, I thought, until I realized later on when I was going to test the Xbox that it did not come with the freaking connecting cable that you actually need to plug it into the console. So while it was a good deal, it just did not come with that, and I was so upset with myself for not realizing that. But thankfully, they do sell these cables as well, so I am able to utilize this controller. Yay me! Alright, the next game inside of the poor category is this. You may be looking at this label and you see that it says Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Wrong, it is not that. I never owned a Tony Hawk game for the Xbox, and that's not starting now. Nothing wrong with Tony Hawk games, though. I have a few for the Nintendo 64, but this Xbox. So we've got The Incredibles. This game is extremely hard to find out in the wild. Like, seriously, I can find the second game, which I believe is like something about Rise of the Mole Man or something like that. But I was looking for this game for so long, and it made the poor category just because, I mean, let me look at the case. There's no cover art or anything. Plus, it's just the disc, like no booklet, nothing. And I don't even think this is an original Xbox case. I believe this is a 360 case, if I'm not mistaken. They kind of went to those kind of translucent green cases with the 360. No, it might be an original Xbox case because I see some more transparent ones down here. Those are definitely 360 cases. So this might be an original Xbox case. But it's missing all the artwork, it's missing the booklet, plus they had to buff this a few times, so I have to see if it even works. It is actually pretty beat up. Even after buffering it, you can see all these scratches, and that's after, I believe, about 2 buffers. So yeah, that's the reason this made the poor category. Next up is another game that is missing all of its cover and back art. Oh my goodness. And this time, if you look at it, not the sticker, but if you actually look at the casing, it is Spy vs. Spy, which I did not even know had a game. This is from Hollywood Video, though I bought it from Game Exchange. This is originally from a Hollywood Video, so it's no wonder it doesn't have any of its original, case art or anything like that. No wonder it's missing the booklet. It's just a disc again, just like with The Incredibles. But it is, a nice addition to the collection because, I mean, like I said, it's unique in that I had never known that this had a game. The only time I saw Spy vs. Spy was on in between little segments of Mad TV. Alright, next game up is Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. Recently, I have fallen in love with the Evil Dead. I've seen the latest movie and I've watched all of the latest TV show. I need to go back and watch some of the older movies and shows, but I saw this and I was just like, what? An Evil Dead game for the Xbox? I know that there's one for like the 360 and the, PS3 or something like that. It may be PS4. I think it's PS4. But, again, I'm just wondering how this plays out. The reason it made the poor category is, again, it is missing all of its original art. This, again, a game from Hollywood Video, just like Spy vs. Spy, but it's missing all of its art. There's no booklet. This isn't even the original case because, as I said, they switched to these more transparent green or translucent green cases for the 360. So this isn't even an original Xbox game case. No problem. I'm just glad to be able to add this game to the collection. All right, and the final game is, you can't even take a guess at this one because there's no sticker, no art on the back that reveals what it is. This is not from Hollywood Video, but we've got The Matrix, Path of Neo. Now, it wasn't too hard to find the original Matrix game, but the Path of Neo, for some reason, this game was a little bit harder to find. And I don't know why. When it came between the two games, I like the first one better, though the second one was really fun to play with the motion and the game style that it utilized. Very fun game to play, but the story and everything for the first one, spot on. But the reason this made the poor category, of course, again, is because it's missing all of its case art and everything, and, it's also missing the booklet. It is just the game disc. So while I'm glad to add to the collection, that is why this game came inside of the poor category. But yeah, everybody, that's it. I will see you again next video when we review the mid tier.